Welcome back to another Tea Time with Tom. Woodstock Wookiees sealed pack opening. Explosions. Today we have an interesting one for you. With the changes in the carbonite kind of distribution they did this set, the balance of carbonite versus 5-packs has kind of been an interesting comparison for me. So, would we rather get a carbonite pack or 5 regular packs? So that's what we'll look at today. We'll do this guy at the end. You can hold on to it. Now, these were purchased all from the same store at the same time. So it's like, if you're thinking, oh, I'd go with a carbonate pack or I'd go with 5, well, you can take a look and see what is a better pull. Now, what would I expect to get out of them? Here, you get a hyperspace leader, a slightly better than this chance of getting a showcase. Not great, but slightly. Then there's 9 regular hyperspace. 1 you're pretty well guaranteed, not guaranteed, but it's very likely that it's going to be a rare. Probably 2 or 3 uncommons, rest commons. Then you get a prestige, whatever rarity. And then remaining 6 are going to be hyperspace foils. Sometimes I get a rare out of that, sometimes not. Again, uncommon or 2, and a lot of commons. In here, you're gonna have 5 hyperspace commons, 5 hyperspace foils, and 5 rares. That's what I would be expecting. So one down of foils compared to this, you get 6, and then 4 less regular hyperspace than this, but 5 rares, about 2 on these is what it's been averaging, 2 to 3. So let's open up and find out. First pack. We have Vader's leader. Got a not good shine there, all right. Going through our commons here. The first hyperspace common. Focus is not great. And coming up on the foil, an uncommon, not bad. Into our uncommons. Oh, uncommon hyperspace. That brings us closer to the carbonite numbers. And then our rare with the ghost. So that was the first pack. We can grab this guy, this guy, this guy. And our rare. Kind of the on to the next pack. Yeah. All right. A rare leader with Jen. Into our commons here. Oh, good old mastery. Sentinels are always nice to see. I have a million watchfuls. These are pretty neat in a hyperspace foil, just the art. Got our common hyperspace here. Mercenary fleet. Guild ambush team. And another common repeat of the earlier hyperspace, but in foil. Credit hate. A Wookiee? No, not a Wookiee. Tusken. I don't know why I thought that was a Wookiee. Anyways. Transmission jamming, and got a rare with Anakin Skywalker. Alright, so no extra hyperspaces there. But we're up to 2 total rares. On to the third pack. Now out of here, I would expect to pull out of these 5, 1 legendary. It's about 4.5 packs, I think, is my average. So if we don't get a legendary, I'll be surprised. Got Hera. And no hyperspace bases. That's interesting so far. Another Haxian Aggressor. Get the Sentinel. Every day more lives. Defiant Scrapper. The Hidden Hand Supplier. That is our common hyperspace. Ruthless Duo. Castle Hawk. There's a Wookiee. Ooh. The U-Wing. And another foil. Just a common. Honorbound Partisan. Shadow Cloaking. Repeater. Oh, there we go. There's a legendary and a nice legendary. Single reactor ignition. Awesome. So there we are. We are at another 2 hyperspace and a legendary. I will tidy this up some. On to pack number 4. That opened cleanly. That's satisfying. The Client. Imperial Command Complex. Relentless Hunters. Another Mastery. This Sapper guy. He did pretty well for me limited. I liked getting him. Sentinel. There we go. Getaway Freighter. Common. Expendable Mercenary. The Ambusher guy. Combat Exercise. Straight Gang Recruiter. Another common with the Hyperspace Foil. He's a useful little guy there. Into the uncommon, C-3PO. Veiled Strength. And Bix. With, oh, look at that. A second legendary in Cad Bane. Pretty nice. I would be shocked if we got 2 legendaries in that. So there we go. So the hyperspace count isn't like stellar. We aren't getting extras. But yeah. 2 legendaries, 2 rares so far. And on to the last pack. This is now full $25 of equivalents. Oh, this is going to open this cleanly. Darn. And another Vader. I do notice going through packs that the leaders tend to repeat a lot if you pull it like side by side in the box as opposed to vertically. But anyways, got a Vader, Contested Caverns, Listener, Cloud Rider Veteran, Sheila Dude, 3-1 for 1, not bad. All right, our common hyperspace, Beach Patrol, and there is, so now we got an uncommon foil, not bad. BT1, Katana, Chow, and Adventurer Sniper Rifle. So no prestige cards out of here, not a surprise because that'll be, 1 in 18 packs. But let's grab all right, so out of that haul, we got 6 regular hyperspace, with one of them being uncommon, the rest commons. We got 5 foils. It's uncommon, common, uncommon. So 2 uncommons, 3 commons. And then here's your rare, legendary, rare. So not too shabby. Now we'll compare that. So I'll throw this kind of like this orientation, sort of how the carbonite pack would be. Now compare that to a carbonite pack for Lawless Time. And we have, starting out here with a common hyperspace leader, Cutthroat Pod Racer, Sun Tool Berserkers, Vander H Troopers, Ruthless Duo, still uncommons. Now we're getting to uncommons. Sabine, that's a pretty awesome art. Stockpile, Sarlacc, special. We didn't get any specials in the others. That's not bad. Here's our rare with the Phantom. And then we did get a rare for our Prestige, Boba Fett. Not foil. So if you get the chance of pulling him, the same card in regular packs. Then we do get a rare there. Some token hate, so not bad. Now we're back into the uncommons. Zeb, and the rest of these should be common. Artful Pickpocket, Mercenary Fleet, B-Wing, Kill Switch, and that's it. So we get 6 foils, 1 rare, 1 uncommon, 4 commons. Compare that to the 5, where we had 3 commons and 2 uncommon. Do get the rare Prestige, but then rare, special, 2 uncommon, 4 common. So there you go. That's kind of a comparison of bought at the same time, one or the other, which would you rather have? A stack of all of these, tons and tons of cards, or this? Personally, I think with the reduced showcase pull rate and the fact that you can pull regular prestige out of here, to me this is just by far the better value. Unless you're really chasing the prestige or something, go for the carbonite. But I think this, just for this set, seems to be a much better value. But let me know what you think. Comment what you'd rather have. Carbonite, 5 packs. Thanks for joining, and catch us on the next one. Bonus pack opening. Forgot about this little guy. One of the weekly play promos. Open this puppy up. Got ourselves a Kanan. These are such great art. Storm Raider. And our foil, a Daring Delve. There we go.